communications specialist position, and I'm happy to be here tonight. Before you, I stand as a well-packaged communications professional. I'm recently graduated from Georgetown University in the Public Relations and Corporate Communications program. And with that, I'm ready to go ahead and make an impact for the same council that gave me so many opportunities as a young girl. So first things first, let me just give you a little background info. I follow a lot of big brands, and branding is basically what I tailored my coursework at Georgetown around. To make a great brand, it takes a lot of research, and basically the research basically taps into us as consumers, and we relate to what basically reflects our interests in our personal life. So, a little bit about me. Here are some of the brands that I have associated with. I'm a graduate of Howard University 2011, where I received my bachelor's in public relations. And after graduating, I joined PRSA, the Public Relations Society for America, basically as professional development as I move forward in my career. Also, like I mentioned, I'm a Georgetown graduate, again in public relations with my master's of professional studies. I'm an avid Braves fan, and there's no debating me that they're the best team in the major leagues. And with that love of baseball, basically from a young age, I started playing softball at the age of 3. And I grew basically, once I got to middle school, I became a pitcher. So now for about 2 years, for 30 little girls in Bethesda, I'm known as Coach Alisha. So I'm the pitching instructor, and I basically work with the girls as a team and one-on-one for private lessons. So basically, this is what makes me me. And as you see in the middle, Girl Scouts is basically the central connecting piece and brand in my life. My introduction to Girl Scouts didn't start necessarily the way I wanted to, but it was the result of a selfless decision that my mother made. I'm from Atlanta, the west side of Atlanta. It basically wasn't a safe neighborhood at all to raise a kid. I could be playing on the ground, on the playground, and be picking up shell casings, as I'm basically playing. So she made a decision when I was about 5 years old to send me down to Vidalia, Georgia, the sweet onion city, in the middle of nowhere, to basically be raised by my grandmother in a safer environment, of course. So once I got to Vidalia, my grandmother basically put me in Girl Scouts as a way to make friends. And after 2 years, I returned to Atlanta and I joined the Northwest Georgia Council, which is now the Greater Council for Atlanta. So there, it became, not necessarily about making friends anymore. I found my passion for volunteering and for service, and basically, I knew that I could one day make a difference in this world. And the thing that's unique about the Girl Scouts, in comparison to other youth organizations, we're taught practical life lessons by earning badges, not necessarily just doing things. We, in turn, can wear it and represent it, on our basic uniforms. So, similar to a brand, a badge is also a distinct characteristic, and it's something, like I said, that you can wear to show recognition for what you accomplished. So basically, I'm going to walk you through the most important ones that matter to me. As you can see, I've earned quite a bit. So I'll walk you through the 3 most important ones that matter to me and why they make me of value to your council. So first, the choice is yours badge. To obtain this badge, it focuses on 2 key things: being a forward thinker and to learn by example. So at Georgetown, I had the opportunity to take a Fascination Advantage test. And what that test labeled me as was an avant-garde. So in that capacity, and by basically the combination of prestige and rebellion traits, I am the forward thinker. I had the ability to basically present one-of-a-kind ideas, and in turn, my colleagues looked to me as a resource and basically inspiration for anything that they may come about. Also, I value learning, and I place a very high value on it. I'm a lifetime learner, and that I'm also observant of my environment and things that happen around me, and that plays a lot into how I make decisions. Next is the sports sampler badge. So really simple. This badge was all about team building and basically, coming together towards a common goal. So beyond this badge, sports basically provided me lessons on basically how to effectively lead and to also bring everybody together towards a common goal, of course, to win. So at COA Sports, again, I'm the pitching coach, and beyond just teaching technique, I teach the girls what it means to be the pitcher, to stand on the mound, lead your team, and to step to the plate every single time with confidence. So, I expect 100% from my girls, and basically I definitely push them to the edge every single day. If Coach Alisha catches you walking, chances are you're going to be running suicides for the rest of practice, and I don't feel bad about it. But the great thing about doing that is I have the ability and the strength to woo people, basically winning them over. So where other coaches may be hated, Coach Alisha is still the most favorite coach because basically the girls relate to me and they understand why I'm pushing them so hard to do better. And lastly, the open houses of faith. Now, this is not a badge, and let me explain to you the difference between a badge and a patch. A badge, again, is something that we work towards. You wear on the front of your uniform, and it's something that has been recognized by the national organization. A patch, in comparison, is something that was created on a council level. So it has not yet basically worked its way up to being recognized by nationals. So here, the Open Houses of Faith patch was initiated in 2006 for the Girl Scout Council of the nation's capital, and it kind of fell by the wayside. There was a lot of opposition from parents not wanting their girls to learn about other religions outside of their own. So I, as the first intern in 2010, basically coming back as they try to rebirth this interfaith program, I was tasked at basically not only expanding the criteria, but going out into the DC community and building connections, building a volunteer base, getting research from different religious organizations, and coming together with program materials so that it had a look and feel that was basically acceptable to one day go to the national level. Again, there was a lot of opposition. The moms just didn't want their kids learning about other religions at all. So I used my #1 strength, which is being strategic. I had the ability to see all challenges, all opportunities, and come up basically with different routes of how to successfully implement any plans that I might choose. So in turn, I spent the whole summer, again, reaching out to volunteers, building a base, getting parents on my side, even talking to the ones that basically didn't favor it at all. And what I was able to do was, instead of just having broad program materials, I went to each level and basically made the lessons applicable to the age of the girl. So, for example, the Brownies, who were basically just in kindergarten and first grade, they played a lot of games, and all the program materials revolved around games, whereas the senior Girl Scouts, who were at high school level, they basically interacted and had a lot more dialogue in the program. So it was a success. The interfaith program is now being run, and the Open Houses of Faith patch is available for the girls to earn in the DC community. So I'm going to close tonight with a quote from our founder, Juliet Gordon-Lowe, who says, "We must accept the fact that transport and communications will bring the world in close relations, and the youth of the world should share standards and have ideals in common." Basically, to me, that means we need to strengthen the thread that ties us together, in this case, being girls. Just like Juliet Gordon-Lowe said she had a gift for the girls of Savannah, Georgia, and the girls of the world, I too have a gift for the girls of my hometown of Atlanta. And just like a badge, I definitely want to be a positive representation of your brand and go forth and propel this council for another 100 years of success and making a difference in girls' lives.